I'm gonna teach you to catch your first wave like the proper way. Let's have a look. I have an iPad, I have a pen, and let's teach you some stuff. I'm gonna watch video as well as an example later, but let's make myself small again. Let's get into it. When we think about catching your first wave, it's all about timing. So the timing is super important. So what does it mean? Obviously, to catch your first wave or even a green wave, you have to paddle for it. It maybe sounds stupid what I teach you here, but I give you the fundamentals and you will understand it even better. So we have to paddle somehow. Two, you need body tension. So strength and body tension. The more body tension you have during your paddle, the more effective you will be. And then thirdly, we need timing, and especially how long you have to paddle. That's the most common mistake with people. They stop paddling too early and so on. So let's get right into the timing. Timing means when you catch a whitewater wave, and the whitewater wave looks a bit like this. The wave broke already, whoosh, 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 whoosh. You have a lot of white water. Here's the beach, here are the houses, so they're far away. Here's the whitewater wave, it broke already. You can ask yourself, maybe pause this video, when do you start paddling? You should, did you pause it? Doesn't matter. You should paddle 5 meters before. 5 meters before you should start paddling. Start paddling means you should lay on your board and start paddling around. This is around. Start paddling around here. This is you starting paddling. Woohoo! Okay, weird arms, but you're starting paddling around 5 meters before. Why do we need 5 meters? 5 meters we need beforehand to generate already speed. You can imagine a bit more like a train who wants to leave the train station. Yeah, you have to put some energy, but once it's rolling, it will catch you. Because here, that wave has already a certain amount of speed. It has already a certain amount of kilometers per hour. By the way, bigger waves have more speed, smaller waves are slightly slower. Doesn't matter. So this has already speed, and if you haven't started surfing, you have actually zero speed. You have to imagine it like this. If the wave comes and it has already some speed and you have zero, then it looks like this is you, this is the wave, then it looks a bit like this. Well, nothing happens. But if you have as well some speed, the transitioning and that the chance that the wave is catching you with it are way higher. So you have to generate speed, and then 5 meters before, but now it comes, the formula looks like this. Start 5 meters before, and when you get the feeling, doesn't matter if it's white water is more like a push. Once you're here, it feels a bit like a push forward. Or green waves, green wave is more like this. Whoop. You get kind of a feeling of lifted up. Woo, this is you paddling. A lift up on your tail of the board. You get more like a lift. If you get that feeling, what you should do is 2 extra pedals, at least 2 extra pedals. If you don't do them, the wave doesn't catch you, because this is the exact moment where the wave brings you up to speed, because the wave is obviously slightly quicker than you are, because if you have the same speed than the wave, it never catches you. Makes sense? Save it for later. By the way, if you like what I'm teaching here right now, we have 2 books here in the back, Surf Companions Beginner and the Intermediate one. It teaches you all in illustrations, step by step, what to do in surfing. More beautiful illustrations like what you see right here. Nevertheless, the formula is like this: 5 meters before, 2 extra, and trust me, you will catch that wave. When you have winds against you, it calls offshore, then you might need 3 extra. If it's a tiny wave and you're a bit of a lazy paddler, maybe you need 4 extra ones. But trust me, start 5 meters before. So the position in the lineup, where you are in the waves, is really important. But now you know the formula. Let's have a look on a video here on a beautiful drone shot. with our one of our guests in our North Spain retreats. By the way, if you want to join a retreat, link is down below. But have a look at the surfer here in the green, what he's doing. He's looking already, he's like, oh, there's a wave coming. So he lies down. By the way, we're focusing on this gentleman over here. He lies down already. Whoop. And then he starts paddling, body tension. He's nice paddling. There's no wave yet, huh? Do you see that? The wave is just building up. Paddling. Now comes the moment where the wave is lifting him up. Yeah? What does he do? 2 extra. Let's have a look. Well, I think because it's a smaller wave, he's even do 2, 3, 4 extra. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, even 4 or 5. Then he stands up. Takeoff could be a bit better. It doesn't matter. A longer glide. And then he catches a beautiful wave. You see that? So if you're about to catch your first white water or your first green wave, have in mind the formula applies. And over 13 years of surf coaching, trust me, this is a wave you don't want to miss. Start early, like this gentleman over here. Start long enough, 2, 3, 4 extra paddles, glide and take off. If you want to see more about surf techniques, surf knowledge, I would love to coach you more during this kind of YouTube channel. Follow, like, it would help me so much to show it to more people, this kind of knowledge. Leave a comment down below which topic should I explain next, and I can't wait to see you in the next video or maybe live in our retreats. I'm Daniel from the Surf Companions.